Welcome back to another episode of Only Friends.
Welcome.
Sorry for the immediate screeching. I didn't adjust my mic at all before we started.
Happy August, first and foremost. That is disgusting.
To those who celebrate
Isn't
Taylor
it
Swift
so
song.
crazy?
It's disgusting.
Like, it feels like just yesterday I was fangirling over June.
Fangirl. Yeah.
And now it's August?
Wait, hold on. Where did July go?
No, the blink of an eyeball. One single.
Wait, June was when the birthdays were crazy, starting to get crazy.
And then I was like, oh, Cancer season like trickles into July,
Ew.
still hot.
No,
but, like,
I just
now
have
all of a sudden it's like July didn't happen.
No, I think what's happening is time is moving quicker. It's the only way I can like justify it to myself. But I feel like this has been happening ever since we moved to LA. Is that true for you too? Like, time felt really normal until I moved here, and it went so fast ever since. I mean, these last couple of months I feel like went a lot quicker than normal speed.
I mean, the fact that we've lived here for almost 8 years is
I
crazy.
cannot deal with that.
Yeah, I just feel like the days are longer when you're younger because
you can play outside. You play outside.
not with the direction I was going.
Oh, okay.
Just because you have like, you know, you're in school and then you have
it's like
summer,
dreadful.
and
like,
then you go back to school and like those days seem so long because you hate it.
Yeah. Maybe because what we're doing we don't hate. And that's why it feels quick for us. Maybe that's why LA, to me at least, has felt so quick because like it's so much fun doing all this stuff. But I don't know. And then I'm like, 2020 felt like, I still feel like it was fast. Like it sucked, but like it was also a blink of an eye. It was fast and slow at the same time.
I know. It's really weird. Maybe the planet is rotating quicker and just no one's telling us.
It definitely is. I'm full queuing on about the planet moving quicker. Like I will get on board for that one. I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm kidding. It was 2 podcasts ago. We did I told you about the accent thing, the Boston accent.
Yeah.
So if you didn't see it or hear it, it was if you say PSDS quickly-ish in a sentence, it sounds like Pierce Steers in a Boston accent, which I wanted to do because Aaron's from around Boston, so it was like funny, and it really does. I have my PSDS here with me on this podcast, so I found a couple more. 2 of these people commented on, I think, on our TikTok or something, because I made it a clip, or I posted on my TikTok, I think, because whatever. But
just stealing our content. No, I'm kidding.
Well, promoting it.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
Okay, so Space Skittles, like Space Skittles, is Space Girls in Scottish.
Space Skittles.
Look at all these Space Skittles.
I don't know. I don't really hear
I
that
hear
one.
it. At first I didn't because I was like, oh, but there's like the little, like the T. But I feel like that is very Scottish.
Space Skittles.
Like, look at all these Space Skittles.
Say it again.
Space Skittles.
Wait, what are they saying?
Space Skittles.
Yeah, but what's the Scottish?
Space Girls. Well, I guess we could say Spice Girls.
Wait, do it again.
Spice Skittles.
Say it again. I'm going to close my eyes.
Should I do the other one? Spice Skittles. I don't know, because I don't know how the A works for the Scottish accent. We'll just do it originally. Space Skittles is Space Girls in Scottish. Space Skittles. Wow, there's so many Space Skittles here on Mars. Well, I'm not really speaking Scottish, but okay. Well, we'll move on. There's okay. This one is. Let me know if you've heard this one. I feel like this one I've heard a lot. Again. Have you heard the like rise up lights?
No.
Oh, okay. If you say rise up lights, I'm saying it really slow in case you catch on. It sounds like you're saying razor blades in an Aussie accent. Hey, do you
that one, absolutely.
Okay,
you don't even have to say it fast.
Yeah, but it's like crazy. Do you have any of the rise up lights?
Yeah,
that's correct.
That sounds exactly.
I know.
The Scottish one I didn't hear at all, but that one I absolutely
The Scottish one I had trouble at first.
Okay.
But I hear it. But I think this is like way more on the nose.
Yes.
I agree. Okay, and then the last one is another Boston one. That's why I actually like looked up more Boston ones because I was like, because I don't really have any kind of accent. I don't, right?
Yeah, you do. You say like, yeah, you do.
Really?
Like literally the way you say my name.
Well, I just mean in terms of like Boston has such a specific accent. I don't think I have something you could like look up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Unless there's like a Midwest, but I don't think
cloth.
Well, I don't say that.
Oh,
I know. Okay. I lost my khakis.
Yeah.
Sounds like I lost my car keys.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this one before.
I lost my khakis. Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are my khakis?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah. So that one I was
khakis.
I was very humbled.
Paris is sighing. Are we boring you?
Yeah, she says you guys are boring. I also want to say, speaking of time moving quickly, I can't believe it's been already 7 days since the BO dress.
Ugh.
And if you haven't,
I still haven't found a new one.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It's August and I leave for the wedding. Oh my God, I can't. I'm stressed.
Okay, well, if you don't know what we're talking about, we uploaded it's like a 10-minute clip. So it's like almost a full vlog, but it's just like us talking about this dress on Patreon. And we talked about it on the podcast last week, and I was not prepared for what was about to head my way after that. Erin got a dress, very expensive dress.
Yeah, it was $700.
And I thought she was being dramatic by being like, it smells like a rotting body, rotting corpse is what it was. And I was like, okay, it must just smell bad. I don't know. Sometimes clothes smell bad when you buy them just because of where they were stored or whatever. No, this thing smelled like the worst BO, old BO.
Yeah. Like it had been on the dress for 10 years.
And like the person died BO. In it.
Yeah.
The person had BO and died, and then they took it off 6 days later and they just sold it again.
Yeah.
That's exactly. So we returned it. Well, you returned it.
Oh, yes.
And Erin literally was like,
we returned it and split the profits.
Yeah. We're like, we're suing actually, because it smells so bad.
Yeah.
But Erin was like, you need to burn this. She's like, you cannot resell this.
I literally didn't. I could have that came with a return label. I could have just sent it back via mail, but I was like, I have to go to Neiman Marcus and be like, don't send this to anyone else.
Yeah.
Like if it got sent to me, if it made it through all those hands and got sent to me, I just feel like they wouldn't even check it and just send it out to someone else. Not only did it smell terrible, like there was makeup all over it.
Yeah.
Like, it just seemed like it had been worn, but I don't know how, because like there was a lot of tags on it.
I don't
Unless
know.
someone like Sonia Morganed it, like I literally have no idea.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I guess if your intention is to bring it back, you're going to leave the tags on.
I'm like...
It was like truly awful. The video, I was like lolling watching it just because I've never seen myself so shocked.
Yeah, Carly like would randomly that she was just like walking. She'd be like, I just can't get over it.
I literally could not get over it.
Yeah.
I've never had that experience in my life.
Okay, but the most traumatic thing about the experience was when I was putting it on, I thought that
it was you.
I smelled that bad.
Oh God.
And I was like, what? Like I sometimes will like, smell bad, but never like that.
No, I've never smelled anybody like that.
No, me neither.
In my life. I've been at a sweaty
some people
festival.
have like medical conditions where like they sweat too much. Like someone actually commented, they were like, I have this like condition where like my body odor gets to be really bad. And it's like a condition. But I feel like if you know that that's something that you have, don't
return something knowing it smells bad.
Yeah.
Like,
that person specifically was like, I will like dry clean that.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good way of handling it. I'm not trying to shame you. Like obviously if you have a condition, that's your thing, and I'm sorry, but you can't return something, especially at Neiman Marcus.
I know.
That smells like someone died.
I wonder if that's why it was on sale.
They're like, sorry. Well, on the way there, I was like, I wonder because maybe all the employees are wearing masks. They like literally didn't smell it. We should have done a mask test. We should have put on a mask and see if we could smell it.
I feel like you definitely could have.
I don't know.
I feel like with the masks on, I can still smell stuff.
Yeah. Ugh. It was
like, and with
horrific.
That,
I mean,
I feel like it woke up the whole neighborhood.
It definitely woke up. No, people rose up from the dead. Yes. They were like, I can't even take this, and I'm dead.
Spirits are in this house are now gone.
Yeah, they're like, see ya. That's enough for me.
Oh my God. Like the trauma of it all. It was so beyond disgusting. And I think that I now have like trauma from that I'm too afraid to order anything and have to go through that all again. And 2, I saw a TikTok that was like, don't try on any clothes, you're gonna get monkeypox. So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do then?
Yeah, I don't know. I should be a lot more cautious about putting clothes on that I get like PR or clothes that I've ordered, and I just
you just got the thread up stuff and I was like, did you wash it?
I know. I was
like,
no. I'm just risking it all. Monkeypox is scaring me. It's really spreading.
I know. Yeah, the most cases are in New York and LA.
It's already here?
There's like almost 800 cases in Los Angeles.
So like, are we supposed to get vaccinated?
No idea. Yeah. I think that they were setting up vaccination sites.
Should we go right now?
I believe when I saw that though, when it was New York, but I'm not sure about LA.
Because I've seen a couple TikToks of people being like, I just got my monkeypox vaccine. Like, you should get it.
What even is monkeypox?
It's a zoonotic.
But like, what does it do to you?
It gives you.
I saw like blisters.
Yeah, it gives you blisters. I mean, I believe it starts out similar to like the flu or COVID or something, where it's like fever, fatigue, but then you can start getting blisters, and a lot of people get them on their face. So I saw a girl was like, no offense, she's like, I'm vain as fuck. If one pandemic's gonna put me in the house, it's gonna be monkeypox. And I'm like, girly, I don't blame you, just because it's like, it's scary. I don't know how long it lasts. I don't know if it scars you. I really haven't looked into it much, because it's like, TikTok literally is looking like right before COVID, where it's like kind of a thing. And I saw something, and this could be fake news. Like, I don't know. I just saw a TikTok of someone talking about how someone had a meeting. Again, I'm like so not informed about how like countries are going to have to start. They're going to take action to stop the spread. So I don't
stuck in Europe.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. But it could have been also like a far right person. I don't know what it was. I didn't even look into it. I was like, nope.
I forget who said it, but they were like, they're starting to call it like a national health emergency.
It's an endemic right now, which I don't understand that.
Okay, wait. How to get monkeypox?
How to get it?
Like, it just spreads through skin, right?
Skin contact. Also, I think air, if you're like really close to somebody. Yeah.
Air?
I believe so. Look it up. I don't know for sure.
Guys,
it's enough historic events. I'm done.
I'm over it. If I get monkeypox.
Do you ever have chicken pox?
Yeah, definitely.
I just don't think I got it. But my mom was like, I think you had it super mild. So I'm like, but did I?
She doesn't know?
No. Well,
that's like
maybe
maybe
I don't know and she knows.
Okay.
Maybe I should really ask. But also, isn't monkeypox...
monkeypox is chicken pox.
Wait, I just put that together. They're just two different animals. Chicken pox, monkeypox.
Yeah. But
they're different.
Come from monkeys.
Huh?
They don't come from monkeys.
Monkeypox?
Uh-huh.
They don't?
No, I read an article. Okay.
So then
maybe I saw a TikTok, but I think it was an article.
Same thing, honestly.
Saying like a bunch of researchers were on like a research assignment. Mm-hmm. And I think there were just like monkeys in the area. So they were like monkeypox.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
but I think it's deemed as a zoonotic virus or disease or something.
Thing?
I don't know. I think it's just like COVID, where like everything at the beginning no one knows, and we're all saying different things.
But monkeypox has been like a thing, right?
Yeah, and in other countries it has. I think that's why they already have a vaccine for it. It's like Ebola. There's already a vaccine, but people don't get it because it doesn't spread like crazy. But if Ebola broke out here, like we could all get a vaccine for it because there's one for it.
Well, roll it out.
Yeah, let's roll out every vaccine we can, because apparently.
God, this is just like so annoying.
I know. But I'm honestly, if it's already all over New York and LA, I'm surprised it's not a bigger deal. Because I feel like when COVID was, it was a huge
cases. No, thank you.
800?
Yeah, it was like 720 or something.
I woke up in the middle of the night and my hand was it was weird. It was so itchy. And I was like, do I have monkeypox? But like, I don't think itchiness is even a symptom. No, because I looked it up.
Oh my God. Duh.
But it's not itchy now. So I think I was just...
Wait, it does. It says since it was first identified in a colony of monkeys.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I read then? Because I was like, oh, that's weird.
I don't know.
Just fake news all over the place.
No, it's like, I don't know.
Everything I read.
Well, especially at the beginning of things like this, you know, how are we supposed to know? When COVID first started, it was the same thing.
Like a bat. Yeah,
and it was just like, oh, it's not that bad. I was like, oh my God. Remember when there'd be images of people like dropping dead in China? We were like, oh my God, like what was that?
I just don't, guys, I don't want to deal with monkeypox.
Yeah, we'll just remove ourselves from this narrative, from this pandemic.
I'm over it. I'm done.
I know. I saw somebody. Is it Jane Austen? Is she the one that studies apes?
Jane Austen, yeah.
I believe she said a long time ago, she's like, as climate change continues to get worse, there's going to be a lot more zoonotic diseases emerging, which is like sort of happening.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But maybe she's lying.
She's just... Jane, you're just a silly girl.
She's quirky.
You're so funny, Jane. Do you know, just ignore it and it will go away.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Like if I see one, I mean, it's crazy though. Like I saw a TikTok of this guy and there were blisters all over his face and he was like, this is monkeypox. And I just had to scroll because I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do this right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything like that on my feed.
Good. Keep it that way. I didn't ask for this. It just came up. I
saw the monkeypox thing because it was like an email from Yahoo News, which is just like so stupid. It goes to my old Yahoo account that I'm like, leave me alone.
Yeah. How about no information, please? But yeah, how was your weekend?
Just reading
no monkeypox this weekend?
Just reading about all these poxes. Smallpox.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I feel like, and this is where I'm confused because they're like, if you got a smallpox vaccine when you were younger, you should be protected. Like you don't, I think you need the monkeypox vaccine if you don't have the smallpox, but I don't know how right that is, so don't quote me on that. And I don't know anything.
We are epidemiologists.
I literally don't know anything. Here. However, I think it's like COVID though, because another TikTok I saw was this guy who...
Stop itching.
What? I'm like itchy because I'm talking about it.
Stop itching.
I don't think it's a symptom. Look it up.
Symptoms.
Stop. Is itching a symptom? Maybe I have chicken pox since I never had it as a kid, apparently.
Fever, headache, muscle aches, swollen lymph nodes, chills, exhaustion, sore throat, nasal congestion.
I think it would be up there.
Near the genitals.
Oh, yep, got that one. No, I don't think itching's on there. I'm genuinely itchy because I'm talking about it.
It doesn't say anything about itch.
But I saw, well, maybe you don't want to know. It's not like that bad. It's just, It was just like COVID where this guy was like, I got the monkeypox vaccine and I, thought I was safe and I still, like you still get COVID with the vaccine. It's just not as bad. So
it says most people who have monkeypox recover without needing treatment within 2 to 4 weeks.
Okay. That's good. I wonder, but do the blisters last? Because that's my main concern. How long do the blisters last?
I don't know.
I could really look more stuff up. I just haven't. And now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one your entire life? That's how our brains work. So why don't we treat them that way? Such a good way to look at it because I feel like people don't normally like, oh, I'm going to take care of all these things in my life, but I'm just going to leave me to the curb. Like, why do we do that? I don't know. We care for our mind. How we care for our minds affects how we experience life. So it's important to invest time and care into keeping them healthy. There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain. Like for me, it would be reading. I go to Pilates. I go on my little walks. They're just nice little mental health things I like to do. I also do therapy, which helps. But there's also BetterHelp online therapy. Therapy is extremely helpful when it comes to taking care of our brain in a healthy way. I love it because it really helps me sort out my thoughts and understand why I or others do and think the way they do or we do, which helps my anxiety a lot to have some perspective from a professional. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, which can be so expensive. Believe me, I've been through it, especially in LA. It's expensive out here. So BetterHelp can definitely help with that. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours, which is also great for me. I feel like it took a couple months to find a therapist and then to, sometimes you have to figure out if someone isn't for you. You got to do another little test run and it can take a while. So being matched with someone that quickly can speed up that process for you for sure. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/onlyfriends. That's betterhelp.com/onlyfriends. This part of the podcast is sponsored by Wondery. Even the Rich is a podcast from Wondery that tells jaw-dropping stories about the tumultuous lives of the world's elite, from the greatest family dynasties to pop culture superstars. If you know me, if you know Aaron, we love pop culture. We love a podcast about pop culture. That's why we do it. And, I love going on walks, and listening to something like this helps the time go by very quickly, especially because they're so interesting. Having unimaginable wealth unlocks a world of which most of us could only dream. But once you get past the red carpet galas and private jet vacations, there's a darker side. Aaron and I would know. Just kidding. Power and wealth comes with an entirely different set of problems, so unique and demanding. For once, you'll be glad you're not in their shoes. In a recent season, Even the Rich explored the downside of fame for Elton John, whose meteoric rise was checkered with soul-crushing periods of isolation. Then there's Patty Hearst. A newspaper heiress kidnapped by a guerrilla organization and forced to commit unspeakable acts. There's also seasons devoted to all the glitz, glamour, and behind-the-scenes drama that goes into being the Kardashians and the Hiltons. They all dreamed of being on top of the world, having no idea that maintaining it would be harder than they ever imagined. Listen to Even the Rich on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in Apple Podcasts or the Wondery app. Back to the episode.
Oh, okay, well, let's move on from this horrific subject.
Okay.
Did you do anything else over the weekend other than watch TikToks about the pox?
No, that's all I did. I stared at the TikTok monkeypox
really
section. No.
Oh my God. I was like, I mean, it sounds like something you might do, so I wasn't sure.
I am like weirdly interested in that stuff, but monkeypox not right now for me. Maybe in like 10 years.
Too soon.
Or like 3 if it's like already faced out. I'll be like, what was that? You know, like I need to know
what
more.
What was monkeypox even?
Yeah. No, Nolan's watching 2 dogs, and like he's staying at this house that the dogs are at. One of the dogs is 90 pounds. It is.
Oh, it's a big boy.
It's a mastiff. A mastiff.
I think it's mastiff. I don't know though. Don't quote me. I feel like you can say it either way.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I think I just say mastiff. It is literally the biggest dog I've ever seen in person, I think. Like it looks like a mini horse.
So is it bigger than a Great Dane?
I don't know. I'd have to see them side by side.
Okay.
But it's even just like girthiness, just a big fucking dog. It's such a baby. Like acts like such a baby. I feel like big dogs are always
baby?
It's like 2, but I just mean it acts like it'll like lean on you and just like flop around. Like I feel like big dogs never know that they're that big. It's so funny.
They're so cute.
And then the other one's a little Frenchie, and they're just so cute. I just love them.
Hot take: I'm not into Frenchies.
I'm not really either,
but they are like so sweet.
They're sweet, but it's jumpy and like always like sounds like a little pig. And like I honestly am not into like small dogs usually. I mean, Frenchie's like a little bit. I mean, not like smaller than Paris even.
I'm like, just like not a big that kind of like
same like pug.
Girl. Yeah. Like pugs are really cute. Like Hamlet's really cute, but that's because she's like half pug, half chihuahua. So like she doesn't have like a full pug face, but like bulldogs, like all of those.
Same, I know. I feel mean saying that, but like I just don't connect.
Yeah,
like,
I will love them if they're around, but I'm like,
you don't think about them.
I do not think about them, and like if I were to see one and then walk away, I'd be like, ugh, glad I don't have one of those.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel.
And Frenchies are like bred dogs, right?
Yes. Nolan's friend was over and he was like, they were literally bred to be like feet warmers, which is really sad.
Cute, but also terrible because they have so many health issues.
Yeah. I mean, this dog literally, if it's laying on the ground, randomly it'll just be like, like it's so big. And I'm like, are you a pig?
Well, I'm on like the side of TikTok where I'm on like a big pet side of TikTok. And I always get vet TikToks. And one of the trends is they like go around their vet clinic asking like, what dog would you never want?
Oh, yeah.
And Frenchie and like pugs and like bulldogs and stuff like that. Everyone always says no because they have so many health problems.
And Frenchies are scary because
people want
they're
them
like a hot
sell.
commodity. Yeah. And because when Nolan found that out, he was like, I'm kind of nervous to like take this dog on a walk. And
oh my God, yeah.
They were like, we're from New York. Like we never really do walks, but they have a huge, it's like a dog park almost. So they have tons of room to like run around. It's like really cool house.
They should take it.
Well, but also when he was like, you have a 90-pound dog, like, I don't know if I can take that on a walk. It's going to like control me.
That's true.
And yeah, they just run around. So they're so cute. So I did that. What else did I do? I started reading a scary book called Kill Creek.
A new one? A new scary book?
No, it's the same. I don't know when I started it, but I don't know if I've told our podcast about it. So let me know if you've read it. I'm like sort of, it's kind of harder to get into. I feel like I'm really into this like young adult, like
love YA.
Yeah. Speaking of, Erin finished Verity, which we can get into. I don't know. I just feel like I don't do anything like notable on the weekends.
Nothing of note.
I'm just like chilling. I don't know. How was your weekend?
Good. I went to an EDM festival on Friday.
Yes, I was gonna ask you how that goes or how it went.
It was fun. It was nice because like we just had the artist access, so majority of the time was spent back there. Like I don't even think that we watched like one artist for maybe 10 minutes.
Was it anyone that you knew?
Oh no, I have no idea. I didn't know anyone performing on Friday except for Meg Thee Stallion, but she was on at like 1 a.m. and we were like,
oh God,
way.
And it was in San Bernardino. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I really liked the way that it was set up because like at Coachella, the first weekend it starts, just in comparison to like festivals I've been to that are like, you know, bigger. The grounds are just like dust. But at this place, which is in the middle of San Bernardino, where there's like no grass whatsoever, they put down like fake turf.
Oh,
and it's just like
that's
really
nice.
Cute because then everyone's like,
when will Coachella?
I know. But I learned something that I didn't know about. And I used to be like an EDM girly and like go to EDM stuff, but not like crazy EDM. Like if there was a person performing like Zed or someone like that and people wanted to go see them, like I'd go and like have a night out. But I never went to an EDM festival. And they have what are called totems, which like one person in your group is set to carry. It's like literally a like totem pole, and then it has like a picture on it or something that shows your group where they can find you, because like everyone's on drugs. So they all look for the totems. And then I'm sure there's just like people who are like, well, if you get lost, if you're not on drugs, like you can find me here. But so there were that was like my highlight of the night, was just like so looking at people's like totems.
So is it, how big is it? Like a pain to carry around?
Yes. No, I literally was asking Kara, I was like, do they pick straws?
No, I'm like, who cares? So like if we all went and I had to carry it, am I just stuck carrying it the whole night? That sounds like a fucking chore.
Yeah, I think it probably depends. Like maybe there's a sober person in your group who doesn't want to like do drugs, and they'll just be like, oh, I'll carry it. I don't care.
To carry it. They should have a better system where it like, you know, it's stuck on you somewhere, so you don't have to carry it.
I know. Oh my God. But it was so crazy because at one point when we were leaving, there was someone performing and the crowd was massive, and you just see all these like totems and flags. Like it was so cool.
Interesting.
But I also was like, that looks like a nightmare having to deal with that. Like I saw one person's, it was like a metal pole, maybe probably not metal, but like had like.
It looked like it.
Yeah. And it just had like one of those mini basketball hoops on it, like the plastic ones. But like there were so many different ones, and that was like the highlight of my time there.
People make them.
Yes.
That's so funny. It's so interesting how things like this we had no idea about, but it's probably such an obvious thing if you're into EDM and festivals.
It's really funny too, because on like festival things, they have like rules of what you can and can't bring. And for EDM festivals, I was told that they have specific rules for totems, which just like is so hilarious that they're like, okay, well, people are making these because everyone's doing drugs.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, there's a little fun fact. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, or like, I didn't look any of this up. This is just like strictly what I was told about
you
totems.
Witnessed.
And I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, no, I would have no idea.
Because there were
I'm never going to go then, because I'd be the one to have to fucking hold it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, my arm's tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Oh my God, yeah. We would never be able to.
I can barely hold up our vlog camera for more than like, 5 minutes.
How are people doing this, and how do they pick?
It must be like the most muscular person, because like anyone else.
I saw like some scrawny people.
What are they usually made out of?
Couldn't tell you.
Like pipe or PCP pipe, or what? Not PCP. Is it PCP pipe?
I think I might have seen some, but I doubt they allow like actual like metal stuff.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking of light material that wouldn't be.
I don't know.
Like in my mind, I'd be like, let me get a pool tube, like inner tube. What are they called? Noodles.
Noodle.
You know, like that's the lightest thing.
Yeah, but then it would flop over.
Oh yeah, I guess you have to get like a real sturdy one. Some of them are pretty sturdy.
But if you put something on the top of it, it would make it too top heavy.
You can just paint it a crazy color.
School.
Yeah, you're so right.
I went to totem engineering school.
Yeah, the math on that was crazy.
Yeah. I just thought it was really interesting and like a fun thing. But the EDM scene is so cool. It just feels like such a like, I didn't feel like unsafe at all. Everyone's just like real community vibes, and it was very cool.
You know what we should go to sometime? Is an ICP festival.
Oh, I definitely don't want to do that.
I don't know. I feel like
that would horrify me.
Really?
I've seen the documentary.
Okay.
Like it's too much.
It's too much.
People
but like
literally fight one another. Like it's crazy.
I love documentaries.
What are they called
like
again?
That. Juggalos.
I think it would be fun for a lull to like dress up.
If it was in LA or something.
Run in and take a pic. I've been to an ICP show. Oh, no, I didn't. I watched it via TJ's Instagram story.
Oh, but felt like I was there.
No, yeah, I felt like I was there, and I was like, that's enough.
That is so, are they still together? I just don't hear about them.
Years ago, I feel.
It's just such an interesting. Yeah. I would be down to watch that again, because like it's been so long since I saw that documentary.
No shade towards Juggalos. That would just be way too much for me.
Yeah, it's just a very different crowd.
Yeah. That's a way to put it. It's a really kind way to put it.
Thank you. I'm just a kind person.
No, that is so scary. Also, it was so hot. When we got there, it was like 95 degrees still at like 7 p.m.
Is it hotter out there? I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like halfway to Palm Springs. So in like literally just like on the flattest land. And I think you go up into the mountains a little because my ears popped.
That's how I know.
I
feel like our ears always pop though.
Yeah. Well, I asked. I was like, "Are your guys' ears popping?"
Yeah. Aaron always asks.
So I think
I do too though because I'm like, am I okay?
Yeah. It was really warm, and Kara and I were literally the only two females there wearing actual pants.
Like, what do you mean?
People just wear like thongs and like no clothing. Like, you know how like EDM people dress.
I can imagine. Yeah.
It's like Coachella, but not
crazier, a little bit crazier. Yeah.
Like fishnets. Like, remember those green
I'm
dresses?
Seeing James Charles assless chaps in my head.
But like they would never.
Yeah. I mean, I assume.
It's like so fun though. Like just like watching everyone. It was like the perfect
like pop in, pop out too.
Yeah.
You weren't there all weekend.
Yeah. And I got to like go sit in back and like not have to deal with all the people. But
yeah.
I mean, the amount of people I saw just like on the ground with their head in their knees, like, and their friends like consoling them. Like they are fucked up.
God.
And it's so hot too. Like you got to be so careful.
Yeah. And at night it's still 90. Like
it definitely got cooler, but it was probably high 80s. It was really hot.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah.
Well, when I went to Fazoli's again, I saw the San Bernardino. I was like, I'm close.
There
but not
you
really. We did a video. It'll be out soon, but we went to a place called Fazoli's.
Like at the end of the month.
Yeah. And we filmed so many videos.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a fast food Italian drive-through place that I grew up eating. And it's like an hour away. So we went there and it was so funny because I realized I didn't have my credit card. It's like our business credit card later in the day. And I was like, I wonder if she gave it back or like Erin put it in her bag or like I threw it away or something. And I was watching the footage and I saw that she handed Erin the receipt, but not the card. And so I called and they had it and I was like, I'm going to have to fucking drive back there. So I drove yesterday back there. God. But it was fine. It was whatever. It was like driving to the airport and back basically.
Yeah, but like how annoying.
I know. Just to get my stupid card.
Spoiler alert, don't go there.
It was dark. It was a dark day.
Spoiler alert, it's gross.
It's
Spoiler
gross.
alert for our video.
However, the breadsticks I would vouch for. Like I would eat those. Everything else,
I don't know if I could do it again, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah, it just like made me feel unwell the rest of the day. The breadsticks tasted like when you get like Olive Garden breadsticks and bring them home and then put them in the microwave to heat them up the next day. That was the texture of them were like that.
Yeah, they're a little bit more like flimsy. But for me,
like full microwave.
But for me, I liked them because they're more like garlicky, salty. They have a little bit more flavor than Olive Garden. And I was telling her, maybe this is in the video, I don't know, but I had Fazoli's like growing up. And then when I'd go to Olive Garden, I'd be like, these breadsticks aren't shit. Like they don't taste anything like the flavory breadsticks at Fazoli's. So
it's the nostalgia for you, I think. Well, and the taste, I'm sure.
It does
but
taste.
Like, I think it adds to you
probably
really enjoying it.
Well, that's why I really wanted to go because I was like, oh my God, I haven't had this since I was in my teens. And then,
and she was like, oh, there's a drive-through Italian restaurant. And I was like, sorry.
Yeah. Like even Olive Garden isn't a drive-through. No. And we know that shit is just heated up in the microwave.
Is Michelin.
No, that is true because I just don't want to spoil the video.
We won't talk about it. You have to wait to see it at the end of August. We'll let you guys know when it's coming.
Is it the end of August? I don't know. You'll have to let me know. We're posting what. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's like really it for me. I went to nothing. I did nothing the rest of the night.
I went to nothing.
We laid in bed.
No, I saw you went to my favorite restaurant ever last night.
Oh, we did at 5.
What'd you get?
5:30. I got the tagliatelle.
Yes.
And it was very good. I actually have leftovers that you can probably just have because I won't eat them if you want.
No, I don't eat. Imagine I eat Fazoli's but I don't eat. I will.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, okay.
I'm just trying to not. I'm like so obsessed with pasta right now. I'm like, I need to like eat it once a week.
So, well, the thing that we had done all weekend was we are going to Europe in a few weeks. And we've both been learning like French and Italian and we're going to Italy and France. And so we were like, let's watch movies
In French?
About it? No.
Oh, I was like, oh my God.
Absolutely not.
Sorry, I really jumped the gun there.
Like Italy and France. So we watched like movies that were based in Positano and the Amalfi Coast. And then we watched movies that were in like France.
Yeah.
And then because we were watching so many Italian movies, we literally needed to eat pasta.
Oh, hilarious.
So then we went to
So you didn't take him to Fazoli's? Aaron, what is wrong with you?
We did drive by the old spaghetti factory, and both
Ye Old Spaghetti
TJ and Caro said it was so good, which I
don't know. I don't remember it being good.
I've never had it. It was not something that I knew existed until
I don't think they were in Omaha ever, but when Caitlin got married, it wasn't her reception. It was just like after the, because it was a Mormon wedding, so it's very different, but it was just like the gathering place for people to go until the reception or something. So we just like, me and her family went there.
Old Spaghetti Factory.
Is it really called a Ye?
I think so.
I thought you were just saying that. The Ye Old I don't think it is.
I'm just making it up.
I think it's just called the Spaghetti Factory.
Ye Old Spaghetti Factory. Oh, it's the Old Spaghetti
Ye
Factory.
Old.
Honestly,
are you
time
Latin?
To rebrand to Ye Old.
What language is that?
It's like Dutch, like
Ye
Old, like Ye Old Forge, like Ye Old. But it's normally spelled with like OLDE. Like it's very like
like
Renaissance.
Latin. Yeah. Renaissance.
Ye Old. They should just rebrand Ye Old Spaghetti Factory and make everyone dress up in Renaissance outfits.
Yeah, you can't enter until you're
I think it'll be a while before I can eat that kind of genre of food again. You know, like fastish food.
Italian.
Adjacent.
Yeah. What about Olive Garden? Still same?
Yeah, I don't. Although, like, I would be down to eat the Olive Garden salad.
It's always just, I mean, it's the dressing, which you can buy, but it's so good.
I heard
Healthy.
that at Il Trem, there's like Olive Garden-esque salad. It's obviously much better.
Oh,
but it's
yeah,
like
that would be worth trying
vibe,
for sure.
So,
yum.
Maybe I'll have to try.
Did you ever get the dressing, Olive Garden dressing?
No.
Oh, that was like, I was like, I don't even need to go to Olive Garden anymore. I have the dressing. It's like how I'm a Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm like, I have the sauce. I don't even need to go to Chick-fil-A.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much my whole weekend.
Same. Oh, but I guess, I don't know if you want to talk about Verity at all. Just maybe your thoughts.
It was good.
What?
It was good. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I want to talk about more, but maybe it would kind of give it away because...
Oh, in case people haven't read it.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, like, team manuscript, team.
We got to save it for the book club.
Oh, yes. I'm going to forget everything by the time. Okay, out of 1 to 5 stars, 5 being best, what would you give it out of other books you read?
Oh, it was a really good book. I would say like 4.5.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't think I would give it a 5. What's like 5?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like for a 5-star, it has to be the best book I've ever read in my entire life.
And you don't think it's up to that?
No.
Do you have a 5-star book that you've read, or you haven't gotten there yet? It's out there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me with books.
I know there's so many that I've read that I'm like, it was cute, but I wouldn't be like, you have to read this.
Sure.
There's so many books like that. Yeah. With Verity, I feel I
will say I liked Evelyn Hugo more than I liked Verity.
Okay.
By a landslide.
That's
Not
on
by a landslide. Evelyn Hugo was, I just liked it better.
It's just different.
Yes.
And, okay.
Oh, it's completely different, but I really, really enjoyed Verity.
I have Evelyn Hugo on my shelf, so I'm excited to read it. I'll probably read it after the scary book.
Oh, I wanted to say something, but you haven't read it yet, so I can't. But it was something that I saw over the weekend that was really funny. Oh, dang.
Well, you're going to have to wait till... I don't know how long this fucking book is going to take me because it's like 400 pages and it's harder to get into. Little print? Yeah, kind of.
Also, the new book you gave me is like smaller print.
I'm so sorry.
I opened it and I was like, ugh.
I know. Have you started it?
Yeah.
It's I lent her People We Meet on Vacation. How far are you?
Like 100
or
so pages.
How are you feeling so far? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, that was like a very cute book.
Yeah.
That I was happy I read.
They're in Palm Springs.
Oh, cute.
I won't give too much away, but just for context.
Yeah.
For you.
Do you like the structure of it? How it goes back and forth? Okay.
That's like literally exactly the same way that The Seven Husbands is set up.
Oh, okay.
It goes back in time like that too.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting it confused because the Alice Network also does that.
No, so many books. It's either like two different storylines or it goes back in the future and present. So it kind of gets confusing.
Yeah, Evelyn Hugo is like that.
I was going to say, I feel like I've heard that too.
Evelyn Hugo's like that. And then literally exactly the same.
Okay,
like
good.
Each chapter. And Verity was like that too, sort of, but
kind of
a little different.
I would probably, I feel like for me, in between 4.5 and 5, I would give Verity. Maybe not a solid 5.
Yeah.
4.5. No, wait. 4.58. Very close.
Okay, yeah.
I just don't know like what would make it better to me, I guess. Because to me, I was like, this is the best thing I've read. But so far, so like maybe I'll read something better. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's also like it depends on the person. Like I thought it was a really, really good book.
Uh-huh.
But like I don't know how to describe it. Like it was really dark at the same time too.
Uh-huh.
Which like I like lighter stuff.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know.
Oh, you got to read Seven Husbands. It's so funny.
I know, it's on the docket.
You hate it?
No, there's no way.
Maybe it's like too hyped up and you'll hate it.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm so excited that they're turning it into like something that I can visually watch.
Oh, that's why I wanted to read it too.
Yeah.
I want to read Where the Crawdads Sing now because
the movie came out.
I feel like everyone like something's problematic with the movie though. Like, I feel like the director or somebody is like a murderer or something, and like people were mad at Taylor Swift for making a song for the movie.
Oh my God, I'm too far.
It's a whole thing. Universe. It's a whole thing. I'm sorry if I'm making it lighter than it seems. I don't know what
the tea is.
What the tea is,
what
but
the scandal is.
It was something problematic.
Like I murdered someone.
I'm like whatever.
Yeah.
No, but it was something so out of left field that I was like, what? No. And then people were like, don't see the movie because he's a bad person.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I don't know, but like. I'm sorry, I'm like separating art from art. Like I still want to read it and see it just because I like that dynamic. It reminds me of.
I think there's definitely certain situations where you can like have the separation between the art and the artist.
I think the problem is though, like you're giving money to these people who, but like I don't know. I just feel like
why you got to wait till
everyone's
it comes
problematic.
Out on streaming services.
Yeah, they're still gonna get the money. Well, maybe not as much.
Sure shit, not $20 from a movie ticket.
I know, like, sorry, I'm not going to movie to see Where the Crawdads Sing either. I'm not going to risk my life to go see Where the Crawdads Sing.
I feel like there's like so little hype around like movies nowadays. Like it's like one day I just hear they're in the theater.
I mean, for that movie, I feel like it's such a big movie, but I really haven't.
No idea.
I feel like the only promo I've seen is when Taylor made the song came out for it.
Yeah.
I don't really see it on TikTok. I haven't seen it promoted on anywhere.
Where the crawdaddies sing.
Where are my crawdaddies at?
Hey, crawdaddies. Okay. Well, we can get into this day in history unless you have anything more to add.
I do. No, I don't have anything. Actually, I have a lot to add.
Do you?
No. I have nothing.
I would just like to say that I spent a lot of time it might have been on Friday. Mm-hmm. Just going through, this is so stupid, this like Candace Burr and JoJo Siwa, and now her daughter posted like a whole story being like, you need to grow up.
Who, her mom or JoJo?
JoJo.
She's telling JoJo
she needs to grow up? This generation is so sensitive. You need to grow up.
Oh, wait, I don't know anything.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what? Like, this is crazy.
Is her daughter famous? Or she?
I think she's just like.
She's big because she's her daughter?
I think so. Okay, I don't even know if she's like big.
I didn't know if she was.
She has like a following for sure.
Okay.
But I was just like so enthralled with it all. The whole situation is just so bizarre to me. And JoJo couldn't, like, I went to look. I was like, oh, did she delete the TikTok? Still there.
That's really funny. I think because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
The only thing about, like, to me, I get where you're coming from because you're like, I feel like you said it's embarrassing or something.
Like, the whole situation is so embarrassing because I'm like, first of all, she had the conversation private with JoJo.
Yeah.
And JoJo expressed to her that she was like, it's so stupid, but it was when I was 11 years old. And I met you. And then I was really sad because you said that you couldn't take a picture with me.
Yeah.
And I think as any 11-year-old who's meeting someone that they are obsessed with and that happens, like that will stick with you forever.
Yeah.
Also, I think we all have the same understanding that JoJo Siwa is not like a malicious person. And while she's doing this like TikTok trend that, by the way, every single like teen
is doing,
celebrity is participating in, even like old celebrities are participating in, it's just like fun and games. And the fact she had a private conversation with Candace, then like reached out to figure out what had happened and didn't then like just keep it private, had to like have this like redemption
post
arc.
it all over. Yeah.
It was like so weird. And then also condemned JoJo afterwards in the TikTok being like, this is why we can't be posting these kinds of things, like blah, 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 blah. So it just was like really weird for me. And then for her daughter, like a day or two later to be like, you all need like JoJo needs to grow up. Like this generation is too sensitive. But it's like, she was 11.
Yeah.
And like, she's only 9. She's still a teenager.
Yeah.
So now it's like these two older women, like her daughter's like 23.
Okay.
So it's like, now it just looks like you're kind of like bullying a teen.
You're doubling down. Like the daughter didn't need to go.
No, totally.
Because like Candace, whatever, like said her piece.
Yeah.
Daughter
But the fact is that her video also was like 10 minutes long. She could have just been like, oh my God, no, Candace. Oh. She could have just been like, I called JoJo. I talked to her. This is what she told me. I feel so bad that I did that. But like, we're all good.
See that? Yeah, that's, I feel like fair.
Totally.
Because what I was saying, because I was like, oh, I would be upset if someone did that to me. Like if I offended somebody and they did that on TikTok and then I was getting hate, I would want to be like, whoa, this is not what, like, I didn't do anything crazy. Like, this is what happened.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion on it. But I agree. I feel like.
Totally. I think that it was like, okay, like.
Like, okay, just say what it is.
Get it.
Yeah.
I think because she already kind of like maybe has like a little bad reputation in that sense. She really like went above and beyond. Yeah. Well, after it got posted, a bunch of people were like, oh yeah, I met her once too. And
see, that's
blah,
the
blah,
problem
blah.
though. That's why I'm like, I just don't like the trend because it's like, I get it's fun, but people are going to show people that the people watching are going to have something to say about it and try to find things that they did wrong and cancel them or whatever. And it's like,
oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the trend is silly.
Yeah.
Like I would never do anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think the funny one is though, like it'd be us and we would just show each other and so show the camera. I feel like that one's funny because it's just like fun in games. I just don't like outing people. And, like,
okay, but my whole thing is too, like, I feel as though JoJo's a good person. And I think that if the situation was like, I think that maybe she kept it up and hasn't said anything because maybe it really was the worst interaction. Like maybe there was more to it that we don't know. Because I just don't know. I feel like JoJo would be like, oh my God, you guys, like, lol, it was just a joke. Like you're taking it too seriously. But she didn't do that.
I guess
so I'm like, maybe she's really fucking terrible.
What if Candace just made up that they talked?
No, like fully fake. Yeah. No, it was just like it was just so cringe to me. I'm like, you're like in your 40s, like maybe going on 50, like literally just have the conversation private. Be like, oh my God, I talked to JoJo. This was the situation.
Yeah.
Let's just move on from it.
Yeah, like I apologized. I just don't want people to think I did something crazy.
Yeah. But then she was like, you have to like be so careful with what you're posting online because it's going to ruin someone's reputation, like blah, blah, blah. And like to that extent, like I totally understand, but also like you don't need to like reprimand her publicly for that. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. It's just like a weird situation.
I think it's fair to just say what happened and how you're sorry or whatever.
And like be funny, like be funny back.
Yeah. I mean, celebrities could be a lot funnier with things like this for sure.
It's like she was like on trial and I'm like, okay, shut up.
She has a lawyer with her talking.
Yeah. But like, a lot of the day Friday, I was just like, I can't believe this is a thing that is going on. Like the internet is so weird.
It's like,
how did that even become a trend? First of all,
I don't know. Where do any TikTok trends start? It's so crazy. And even just sounds that trend. Huh?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to make one after.
We like linger it so people can see.
Yeah. I just show the camera and don't even do it quick. I'm just like, this person, really funny. This person.
I'm trying to think of a really big TikToker or like celebrity that
I would say like J-Lo. I would be like J-Lo. But that's only because it was like the scariest interaction I've had with a celebrity.
No. I mean somebody filming themselves and just putting it on the screen because they don't give a fuck.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's really funny.
I don't know. Also, sorry, one more thing. It's so long, and I don't even know if I should bring it up because I don't know much about it. But did you see like the Deaf Noodles drama yesterday?
No.
The only reason I know is because Lily kept tweeting about it.
Lily.
Marston.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And I was like, what is she talking about? So I went to her Twitter, and I guess he was doing a Twitter Spaces Do you know what that is?
No.
So I didn't really know either. I mean, I knew the name, but I never looked into it. And it's basically you can join. So you literally just click a button and you're in the space. And it's these.
I see Sam Sheffer like
yeah
all the time, but I have had no inkling.
So it'd be like if I was like, hey guys, go on Twitter. I'm hosting a space event or something like that. I don't even know if I'm saying the right thing. And I would be speaking. So I would talk into my phone and I'd be like, so this is how we edit our videos. Like people could come in and people could
like
ask to talk.
Almost?
Kind of, but it's just your voice and people can listen in.
So like what we have on Discord.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And apparently, I don't know what the fuck happened, but he was on there for like 8 hours fighting with people. I don't know. This is why I didn't want to bring it up also because I don't know much about it. And I feel like I could do something. Yeah.
Did he post about himself on his own Instagram account being like yesterday?
No, I know. And I'm just like, honestly.
F noodles.
Yeah. Let me look at Lily's Twitter because maybe she like summed it up because she's all about that drama.
Like going in on him?
Yeah.
Like he was in trouble. For something.
Yes. Okay. So he tweeted. Okay. This is so many tweets. He tweeted. Sorry. I literally spent 6 hours and 6 minutes talking to about 50 different people, most of whom are my harshest critics. And now the narrative is I masterfully deflected every point and avoided accountability. Y'all realize by saying this, you're implying you're all idiots or I'm a genius, right? I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
I think he said something problematic a while ago or something, and people were asking him to comment on it. Or he was doing a roast, and someone brought up something that he said a long time ago. I don't know. Sorry, I probably shouldn't even bring it up because I have no information. But I just thought it was interesting. So if you want to look into it. But
okay, we're live talking about why I'm being once again canceled on Twitter.
He said that?
Yeah, this was one of his tweets.
Okay. I think it was something to do with because he does stand up and he had clips that were viral on YouTube like a long time ago, and I think maybe he said something in a joke that offended people. I don't know, but it must have been somewhat serious because people were very upset.
Oh wait, this was 2 hours ago. We're live talking about why I'm being once again canceled.
We just tuned in on the podcast.
Yeah,
it was truly all day. It was like 6 hours or something that he was doing.
He was trending?
He was?
Yeah, he tweeted, breaking news that will most definitely change your life. Def Noodles trending for the 4th day in a row.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Well, all right, Def Noodles. Getting what you want, probably.
Yeah.
Well, we can get into this day in history. It's quick.
Okay. Well, it's good. We're going almost an hour.
Yeah. The Princess Diaries came out this day in history, which is like other stuff came out, but I just feel like it was not even noteworthy.
Nothing else
enough
matters
compared to this. So 2001, really crazy. What a good movie. We stand.
Yep. Seen that one.
Birthdays, we have Tom Brady. Wait, down here I wrote that he's 25.
What?
He's 45 today. But
just on accident.
Yeah, it must have been a typo.
25.
I mean, he looks like it.
Yeah.
He's 45. Fuck you. This one, I know that you were like a watcher of Graveyard Girl.
Whoa. Okay, yeah.
It's her birthday. She's 37.
Okay.
Martha Stewart. How old do you think Martha is?
Maybe early 70s at this point. Or 60s.
Martha Stewart.
Stop.
Is 81 years old.
Are you fucked in the head?
I gasped.
Hold on. She looks amazing.
She's 81
not
years
that 81
old.
You can't whatever, I'm not going into this. 81's
81
old. 81 you're on your last couple maybe a decade.
Yeah. Isn't that fucked up?
That is.
You could if you asked me how old Martha Stewart was, I'd literally probably be like late 60s.
Yeah, 67 is my ideal number.
Like Martha Stewart's the same age as my parents.
81?
Like she could be my parents' parent.
Holy shit.
Martha Stewart.
I'm just shocked. I thought she was in her 60s. I thought
insane.
I was being rude by saying she was in her early 70s.
Like she's so cool at 81, like smoking weed with Snoop
Dogg.
Like,
the funniest.
And she doesn't look like she's 81
at all. Unless I just haven't seen her recently, but I don't think so.
It's like bewildering to me.
Bewildering.
Like look at her. Let me show you a picture. A recent one of her and Snoop Doggy Dogg. I mean, obviously she's had work done. Like, let's be clear.
Yeah. I mean, anyone famous that long has, for sure. Snoop Doggy.
Oh, that was in 2015.
Does she have Instagram? She's face tuning everything.
Like, look at her.
No fucking way.
Like, that's insane.
No way.
81 years old.
She looks incredible.
Go off, Martha.
That's insane.
Like,
especially
she
because
looks old, but not 81 old.
She looks like 67. She is 67.
I'm going to need the number to her surgeon.
That's crazy. Yeah, because, I mean, white women especially, I feel like just we don't age well.
Look at this fucking bitch. She's 81.
No, that has to be a lie. There's no fucking way.
I can't believe. Just like an iconic queen, but like, oh, she's old. Okay, and then Carly Kloss.
Oh,
how do you think she is?
34.
Carly Kloss, today is her 30th birthday.
Oh, God.
When it said 29 on famous birthdays, I was like,
I thought that she was like Taylor's age.
Me too.
Because they dated.
She also, like, doesn't she have like a baby? Actually, probably not. I don't know.
I don't know.
She just seems older.
She just looks, she feels Taylor's age to me. I think because I associate them together. That's why I said that.
I can't believe that Taylor Swift was, just preying on younger women.
Cancel. She flew her jet to her house every time to go see Carly Kloss.
And then Tony Bennett
is
96 years
okay, I was
old,
gonna say.
Which is so impressive because I feel like, even within the past 5 years, like he's done so much. Of course, his health is like completely deteriorated now and he like can't perform and it's really sad. But like knowing that he was doing stuff like that in his 90s is so impressive.
Did you see the clip of Gaga? She was like crying because he remembered her name.
I don't think so.
It was really sweet. I think it was kind of recent.
That's so sad.
I know.
Okay, and then straight into some news stuff. For those who don't know, Vanderpump Rules started filming, I believe, last week.
Thank God.
If I'm remembering correctly. And they got some pics of Katie and Tom. And this article says that, like, for the past, like, month-ish, they've gotten together a few times to film about their divorce.
Oh,
so
juicy.
Just thought that was some hot goss. They're filming at the new Sandy and Schwartz location. And it looks like they're in a pretty heated argument.
Really?
So,
oh, shit.
Yeah, here's like a pic.
Oh, God.
So we'll have to just wait to see what happens.
Hopefully this season is a redeeming season. We'll have to see. The last one was just...
I know.
But it's one of those things I'll just always watch it because they're all my besties as far as I'm concerned.
And then in some more Bravo Celebrity news, Taylor Armstrong joins Real Housewives of Orange County, becoming the first housewife to move franchises.
Oh my God.
So if you didn't know, Taylor Armstrong she was an OG housewife of Beverly Hills. And then I believe she was only on for like 3 seasons and then left. And now her and her new husband live in Orange County.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Joining the cast of
Hell
OC.
yeah. And Tamara's back too, right? So they're both on it.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'll have to watch the next season.
I'm just so excited to see her melting face on my stream every week.
It's so bad. And like, I'm so sorry to be so negative towards women, but her and Brandy. She needs
Martha's like surgeon.
And I'm sorry, like I am fully pro do anything you want, but there are and I'm sorry, you have so much money. Like, I don't understand how it backfires on people like this. But her and Brandy, I don't know. I feel like people are going to be mad at me for saying this, but it just does not look.
No, they look terrible.
They look melted, and I don't know how else to explain it.
They're literally Madame Tussauds wax figurines.
Yes, it's insanity, and I'm
wondering if it's because they just got like so much done that like when they do it now, it just makes it worse.
I think. I think
when you get it done like so young.
That's the problem. And it's scary that so many, especially like influencers that are in their early 20s are getting all fillers and stuff. Yeah. That shit, it migrates and it distorts your face a little bit. It's just scary. I'm glad that it wasn't around when it was around, but it wasn't really accessible. I feel like when we never thought about it in our early 20s or anything.
I would never do it.
I would never get anything but Botox.
Same.
for now. We'll see. And when I'm older, but.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe I'll get like a, what is this? Like your jowl?
Like the buccal.
Like, I just feel like I'm going to have a real wrinkly neck.
Oh.
Like eventually that I'll want to.
I thought you were talking about the surgery where, you know, when people have double chins and they like, even if they lose weight, it doesn't go away. Oh, I was like, Erin does not have a double chin.
No, I don't need anything now.
Yeah, no.
But like when I'm old, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm also like not one for elective surgeries. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see when I'm older. I saw a funny, it was TikTok and it was like me in 40 years because I only put sunscreen on my face. And it's like, literally the face looks like a teen and then the body is like sunspots, like super wrinkly. No. It's just really funny because I'm like, yeah, that's really dumb that I'm not putting it at least all over my neck and stuff. I mean, I like try to put the rest on my neck, but I mean, I'm focused on my face.
Yeah. I just feel like the neck's, because you're always moving your neck.
It's just really, feels really elastic.
Yeah, I think mine's going to be wrinkly. I just can tell.
I wonder if you could get Botox. Oh, that feels so scary.
But then when I was reading about Botox initially, because your like windpipe is still here. So it could, like if it's injected incorrectly, like it could freeze your esophagus.
Fuck. Yeah, that's not worth it.
Which like not interested.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be something when we're older that we can just apply and we'll be A17 again.
Yeah. Oh, I love that movie. Have you seen that one?
No.
What?
I don't know why you act surprised at this point.
Oh my God. I just, sometimes I just wish I was surprised the other way. Like, you're like, yeah. And then I'd be like, oh, that's my girl.
Well, a lot of times I'm like, oh, I've seen that one. And you don't say anything. Like Princess Diaries, if I said no, you'd be like, what? But I said I have seen it and you didn't say anything.
I think because it's like, that's one you have to have seen. So it's more shocking.
Okay. So 17 again, I don't have. It's not a crazy thing that I haven't seen.
No, it's not like a critically acclaimed film like The Princess Diaries.
Okay.
It's not like, all in the zeitgeist. I feel like a lot of people probably haven't seen it, but it's such a good movie. And I feel like we were
Parent
in
Trap.
High school.
But that one I feel like everyone has
You
seen.
haven't seen the
No,
Parent
I
Trap?
have.
Oh, okay. See, that one I would be like, what?
But I've seen it and you're not impressed?
No, because I just feel like that's the bare minimum.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a movie now that would maybe.
Okay.
I can't on the spot.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these are like
that's something I have to have seen. Like that's a bare minimum. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like that'd be pretty bare minimum-y. Even though it is 4 hours, like that's a lot of life to commit.
It's a lot. And I'll be honest, I saw it so long ago. It's one of those movies that I just really remember the ship sinking. I get the plot, but.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I watched a movie this weekend that was so bad.
Like on purpose bad? Like you knew it was going to be bad going into it?
No, it was on Hulu. It was called Not Okay. It was like good, but
I feel like I've heard this. What is it about?
Good. It's about this girl who pretends to go to France. She's like she works at a magazine. She pretends to go to France and is posting pictures on her Instagram that she photoshops. And so she's like calculating the time of day it is in France during like. It's
like a Nikki and Gabby video.
Yeah, literally, that's exactly what it is. She looks at the time of day that it is in France, posts an Instagram picture, and then goes to sleep and then wakes up in the morning. And she has like a million messages, missed calls, DMs. And there had been a bombing in France where she posted the picture. So everyone is like, oh my God, where are you okay? Like, are you dead? And then she sees like how much attention she's getting from it. So just goes along with it. And then the whole point of the movie is basically like, at the beginning, she's this person who's desperate for like recognition and attention. And then she realizes over the course of the movie, through pretending that she was like a survivor of a bombing, that she really does want to be like a better person and like realizes there's more to life. But by then it's too late. And it like,
damn, that sounds like a good plot. It wasn't good.
It just was like, I was just like real cringe.
Oh, so it could have been better if it was done well.
Yeah.
Because the plot's like good, I think.
Yeah, but it's like, I agree. Like I liked where it was going, but I was like, oh God. And like it has a good cast too. Like Dylan O'Brien's in it. But I was like, it was really cringy.
Do you ever hear about the comedian? I feel like maybe we've talked about this. He was doing some interview, and he used to live in New York, and he was like, oh yeah, I lived in New York during 9/11. And someone was like, oh, I feel like they asked him something if he was in the building, and apparently something happened where he just said yes. Like he wasn't thinking, and he just said yes. And then he like kind of said this elaborate story, and he just thought it would go away after that. And this is real. This happened like 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. And ever since then, you know, interviewers would ask him about it, and he would have to talk about it. And then somebody, I believe, called him out during an interview, or maybe I can't remember the exact story, but he ended up going on a talk show and like apologizing and telling everyone he never actually was there.
That's like the plot of this movie.
Yeah, it sounds really similar.
In the movie, she literally says, like, it's like, what are 3 things that are like hard for you or whatever? And one of them for her is that she wasn't in New York when 9/11 happened, because she lives in New York, and she was like, I was on vacation.
Oh
so
my
like,
God.
I feel like I didn't get to like experience this tragedy.
That sounds like something an influencer tweeted like 10 years ago. Yeah. And now it's like, apologize right now.
So she plays like a really like narcissistic character, the main girl, and then I don't know, it's just like, oh, it's real cringe.
Oh, we watched The Most Hated Man on the Internet. Did you see that or hear about it?
No.
Oh, it's so interesting. I don't know if you like knew about this website when I guess we were like 18, 19, 20 probably at the time, but this guy Hunter Moore created this website called Is Anyone Up? And it was basically like a revenge porn kind of website, but it was also like he would get photos of band members, like males, and like put them on the website, and he would get photos and videos of women who like did not want to be on this website. He would either secretly get them or someone would send it in. He would attach all of their social media so people could find, because to him it was fun and funny, and he was also making some money like from
random people?
Yeah, random people. So it was affecting real people. People were losing their jobs.
What?
Yeah, it's so good. It's only 3 episodes.
Okay, and I'll have to watch.
Like Nolan was like, I remember this guy because like he grew up in the scene, and he was like, I never went to the website, but like all of my friends would talk about how fucked up it is. And he literally, I don't want to like say much because there's stuff.
Spoil it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really spoil it, but yeah. So his name is Hunter Moore, and he was a fucking asshole. And I remember Nolan telling me about this like years ago, and I was just like, I've never heard of that. Yeah. Like I did not know this website existed.
What is it called?
Is Anyone Up?
Okay.
And it's just like really interesting. Yeah, it's only 3 episodes.
And it's on Netflix?
It's on, yeah.
Is Anyone Up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or the documentary is called The Most Hated Man on the Internet, but his website was called
Got it. Okay, The Most Hated Man on the Internet.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad.
I gotta watch.
Yeah, like he would manipulate people and like be Skyping. And it was weird. He had this whole brand. It was kind of like the douchey era of people. Like he would go to clubs and he would DJ, and all these girls wanted to be with him because he was so unattainable, and he was just like a fuck boy. And he would like grab the mic and be like, don't worry, I'll get you pregnant later. And he'd be like, what? I'm gonna fuck all your sisters and your moms.
Be with him because he was like famous. Like
he was kind of like one of the first, not first, but he was like a Jeffree Star internet type of person where he got big doing this website, and he became, everyone hated him or everyone loved him, or split. It was just really crazy. And he was such a fucking douchebag. He, like, people would message him and be like, hi, like, I really don't want my photo on this website. I lost my nursing job. I have children and I don't want them to like ever see this or be a part of this. Like, could you please take it down? And some of my family isn't talking to me, stuff like that. And he would just respond and go, LOL.
That's like what Seth did to me.
Yeah, basically. But wow. He did this whole fucking website, and it was real.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how shit like that just like is allowed.
Yeah. And this was before too any of that was
like illegal.
I mean, in California, I guess it's a misdemeanor to post revenge porn. Because I looked it up because I was like, is this illegal now, or what's the situation?
What's the tea?
Yeah. And it's a misdemeanor in California. And people just didn't know at the time how bad it was, I guess. And somebody in the documentary was like, this was one of the first times people realized what you post on the internet or anything on the internet is permanent. And it was
what year was this?
It was, I believe, 2011, 12.
God, what a loser.
It's crazy. It was like right before Vine started that this was all happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
I never heard about it
at all. Ugh.
Yeah, he is disgusting. You're going to watch and be like, I fucking hate this guy.
I know. Ugh. Especially as someone who's like had that happen to them.
100%.
Ew.
And it's kind of funny because at the end, it doesn't spoil anything, but they were saying how at first he was going to be a part of it and then he decided not to. But they're like, but we decided to use all of his footage anyway because that's what he did to everyone else. So,
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, give me a break. And then what's he going to do, sue them? They're probably like, okay, whatever.
No, he literally, like, I don't want to say it. Yeah.
Well, let's move on. Speaking of assholes.
Ooh, good transition.
Loser bitch assholes. Let's move on to Am I the Asshole? Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to punish or allow my wife to punish our son?
Oh my God, I saw this title earlier when I was looking. Yeah.
And you skipped it?
I just didn't click it for some reason.
Okay. This all started back in March. I just wanted to make sure you didn't like read it.
No, I haven't read it.
It's bad. This all started back in March. My son's best friend turned 13. In his family, 13th birthday is a huge deal. In addition to a massive party, which all 4 of us were invited to, his parents also took him to Disney World. They invited my son to attend as well. My wife was hesitant to consent to this. She said it was unfair to allow our son to go when our 9-year-old daughter can't, especially since she loves Disney and princesses. I said that our kids won't always have the exact same opportunities, and if we set a precedent here, we'll have to stick to it, and when our daughter gets a similar opportunity. So we'd just be punishing both our children needlessly. My wife reluctantly agreed that we should allow our son to go. I gave our son money to buy his sister souvenirs. He did, and his friend's parents even bought extra stuff for him to give to her. Aww. Still, when she saw him come back wearing a Star Wars shirt with the Mickey hat and trading pin lanyard, she burst into tears. My wife later said we made a huge mistake and should never have let him go. I thought all of this was behind us. Now, we are not well off financially, but my brother-in-law is, and he invited all of us to visit a beach house he rented for a summer send-off. My wife told me she wants to have our son stay with my dad and just take our daughter to even the score. Oh. I told my wife that isn't happening. We are their parents. We can't favor one child over the other. Not being invited to the birthday trip of your kid you barely know is in no way comparable to being left out of a family vacation, and I'm shocked she would even suggest such a thing. I refuse to allow it. Now my wife is angry, but I don't care. I'm not punishing my son for being lucky. Am I the asshole?
Wow. The mom is like petty as fuck.
It's just like, okay, clearly you have a favorite child.
Yeah. And I'm not a parent, but I think it's good that they had him go to Disneyland, because I would assume that if you didn't allow that to happen ever with the kids, these people would grow up and be so jealous. And if any of their friends hung out without them, it'd be like, why wasn't I invited? It would just be like this whole thing. I think it's a good thing to implement, I feel like, in kids.
Totally. It's also like, you're just like gonna then allow your kid who has all these opportunities presented to him never get to experience that because you're worried that it's gonna hurt your other kids' feelings. Like, if that's what you're so worried about while he's gone, like, go do something fun with your daughter.
That's a good time to do something without having to have both kids.
I think the dad is totally right in this situation.
I agree.
I don't think he's the asshole. He clearly is the only one with his head screwed on
his shoulders.
Like, correctly.
If they made him stay, that's fucking absurd.
I know.
No,
then
that's
you're
stupid.
literally, like the dad said, like, you're not allowing him to do something, but then he'll then see like, oh, if I go do things that my sister's not invited to, I then get punished.
Yes, exactly. That's a good point.
It's that
I feel
what
like
is this train of thought?
Yeah, it's gonna make them. I feel like that would make him grow up if this happened. Like, I'm not allowed to do nice things because I will be punished for it if I don't let my sister also come.
Totally.
And that's not a good way to live.
It's also like they're 2 years different. And like between the age of 11 and 13, I feel like you're so much more developed at 13 than you are 11. Not by a ton, but it's like they're going to be doing things differently their whole life. Like 2 years can be a lot. Like when she's 13, he's going to be 15. When he's 15... Or like when he's 18, she's going to be 16 and he's going to be able to like do whatever the fuck he wants. And it's like, okay, if he wants to go do stuff, he'll never think that it's okay because his sister who's underage isn't allowed to do it.
Yeah, I think it'd be a different story if they were taking them to Disneyland and like she couldn't come, and it would be like, well, maybe think about it more then, but this is completely different.
I also know so many people who have children who are, you know, a few years apart, who when one kid is old enough to get to experience that, they will take that child to Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
And like leave the other younger one at home.
Yeah.
Granted, like I do understand, like 11 and 13 is like you're way more aware. Like at 11, like I feel like you're definitely old enough to go to Disney. So in that instance, if it was that family, like that'd be kind of messed up. But like it's not to say that it doesn't happen normally. Like, people take one kid to do stuff all of the time.
Yeah, that's really crazy that she suggested that he stay home. That's fucked up.
With their whole family?
I know. Like that's her family too. It's not like it's kid, you know, like, friends. Just say you love your
daughter more.
Literally.
So you hate your son.
It's so bad.
It's really terrible. Oh my God, time to be real. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
I'm finally with someone. It's not going to do it. The Be Real app sucks.
Wait, what do you mean it's not going to do it?
It's going to say that I have to like post it. Like, okay, every time I'm with you.
Good luck. Sorry, we have to do it.
We have to be real.
Be your real, authentic self.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh my God.
Is it on me?
It's like post, delete, be real, but then there's 2 minutes left. Okay. We're being real. Okay.
I don't even have Be Real, but I laugh at all the TikToks. It's like waiting for Be Real to chime when I'm doing something aesthetic or whatever.
No, it's so true.
Okay. Am I the asshole for using my shoe to flush a toilet? Do you do that ever?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I do it a lot.
Restrooms.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch that.
So this seems rather dumb. I was out having lunch at a restaurant with friends. I had to use the facilities and a friend came with me. I guess she saw me through the crack in the door or whatever because she asked me why I kicked my leg up in the stall. I said, first of all, like, why would she know that? I said I was flushing the toilet. I like to keep from possibly touching someone else's bodily fluid residue or fecal matter if I can, even if I'm going to wash my hands directly afterward. She got offended, question mark. She said it was an asshole thing to do. I asked why, and she said because some people can't wash their hands after using the restroom. Of course, I asked who, and she said elderly, small children, and people with disabilities.
Wait, what?
This is news to me because I know people in each category, and I'm pretty sure they can wash their hands.
I'm old. I can't do it.
Like, and children? Like, okay, yeah. This is news to me because I know people in each category, and I'm pretty sure they all can wash their hands even after using the restroom. And besides, even if they couldn't, they are getting germs on their fingers either way. She said it's still an asshole thing to do regardless, but I don't think so. Sorry, I forgot to say that she claims the bottoms of shoes are dirtier than hands that have germs after cleaning with toilet paper.
I mean, I'm sure that the soles of your shoes are
dirtier
than hands, but like...
But at what cost?
You're going to fucking wash your hand anyway.
Yeah, that's a thing. And it's like, if there's something wrong or whatever, and you cannot wash your hand after using the restroom, it's going to be bad either way.
Yeah, 100%.
So I feel like this person just needed something to be mad at.
So many things. One, why are you looking at your friend in the bathroom?
Yes, how do you know?
Two, like, why are we getting mad about things that literally do not matter? Toilet stools are disgusting no matter where you are. Like, who gives a shit if her shoe is on it? And like you said, if an old lady who allegedly cannot wash her hands is going to touch it with or without the shoe droppings, still gross.
It's still disgusting. It's
gross.
A toilet. Yeah. So like, what do you mean?
I don't know. This is like so insane to me. After that, I'd be like, why am I friends with this person?
No, I'd be like, please get a therapist if you don't have one because something is eating your brain. Like there's a worm in your brain.
More inconsequential.
So stupid. And also, we're kind of in COVID time still. Like, there's hand sanitizer everywhere. If someone truly could not bear to wash their hands, there's probably a hand sanitizer thing around, which, you know, isn't as good, but it's something.
Yeah. Also, like, children.
No, she's
children
literally
can't
just
wash her hands.
No, she's fully pulling things just out of her ass to be like, she's probably mad about something else.
Absolutely.
I would love to know.
Maybe something happened to her. Maybe she got like a disease or something after she concluded that someone's shoe was used to touch something.
She probably did one of those school projects. We talked about this the other day where you get a petri dishes and then you swab different places and see. And I feel like the toilet was like the least actually. Like, I remember I did like the bottom of my backpack or something and my shoe and door handles and the toilet. And I feel like the toilet wasn't the craziest one. So maybe she just like did one of those recently and thought that she knew everything. I was like, actually, the soles of your shoes are dirtier. So that's actually rude.
Yeah. What were the comments saying?
Oh, do you want me to look?
Like, you're a real freak.
Let's see. I'll have to search it.
That is so weird.
I know. Let's look up the word flush.
I just can't imagine ever caring about that.
Okay, it's deemed not the asshole. So after long on Reddit, I think they mark it asshole or not asshole. Not the asshole. Your friend's point doesn't even make sense. 2, why was she looking through the bathroom door?
T.
Let's see. Not the asshole. I thought this was a relatively common thing to do.
Yeah,
which I do it all the time. Isn't this a normal thing to do? I don't want to touch the handle in a public toilet. Not the asshole. Using your foot to flush a public toilet is common. The whole notion that there are people who can't wash their hands is silly. Most will have help if they can't do it alone. Yeah. I want to see someone who says that she is an asshole.
It's the lady.
So wait, someone goes, so I have this thought. I don't know where this is going to go. So I have this thought. Now, instead of getting those particles on your hands where you then wash them off and down the sink, they're on the bottom of your shoe where you'll track them around and potentially into your car and your home. Here's what your friend was trying to say. Not that some people can't wash their hands, but that now everything you've stepped on is on the flusher. For someone who walks in and has to use their hands to flush. Also, the flushers are not made to be stepped on, so they wear out faster. Okay. When everyone steps on them instead and just uses their hands. Finally, all that stuff you're worried about touching, it's getting on you anyway when you flush because most public toilets don't have lids. No judgment here, just something to think about. And then someone goes, many of us don't wear shoes in our homes.
Yeah, I don't wear shoes in my homes.
I don't think anyone...
For that reason, exactly.
Someone said, I think you're both assholes. Wait, what's ESH? I forget.
I thought it was like everyone's assholes here.
Yes. You putting your dirty ass shoe on a public toilet and her probably means peeking through the stall doors. I think that someone said you're the asshole. There's a sink You're the asshole. There's a sink right outside the stall. Wrap your precious little fingers in TP, flush like a grown-up, and wash your hands. I guess that is a better maybe alternative is to use toilet paper to flush it. But I just think this is...
what's the difference?
This is like such an asinine
People
argument.
Saying, like, you're going to break the toilet? Like, what do you think, she's ninja kicking it?
Yeah, I know.
How is it any different than using your hand?
You're so worried about you touching any germs that... You rub your shoes with restroom debris all over the handles. Get over yourself, princess. Oh. No.
I think just like see those people.
This is such a stupid argument. Yeah. People
Couldn't
are just thinking of things to argue about. It makes no difference in anyone's lives.
Not the 100%. Asshole. Use your shoe to flush. I don't give a shit. And, honestly... question your relationship with
this person. God, that was exhausting, honestly, to read that and all the replies.
Aren't they so infuriating? Sometimes I'm like, how do you think that way?
Well, I liked the question because it's like a funny thing, but the people replying are making it so much worse for me right now.
Yeah. Weird. It's very frustrating.
Weird.
But that is going to be it for today's episode. We did mention our Patreon earlier, which does have some bonus stuff over there right now. From last month, we're putting out a new bonus episode next week. So make sure to email us at onlyfriends696969@gmail.com. So
many emails.
I know. I do like the outro for our Good Influences podcast too. And I always have to be like, Good Influences podcast, like my brain.
No, I don't know anything apart, honestly.
We're literally finishing.
We're almost done.
So you can email us there any of your thoughts, comments, concerns, questions, relationship problems, am I the assholes, whatever you want. We will answer them on the Patreon episodes. And then, like I said, we do this podcast comes out on Mondays on our Patreon, but Wednesdays publicly. So you do get it a few days before, and it is available anywhere you listen to podcasts. And on Thursdays is when the video version comes out. So make sure you're subscribed over on YouTube. We also have another podcast called Good Influences. So make sure you are subscribed to that everywhere it is available. And we will see you guys next week. I don't have anything more to add.
I don't either. I think you wrapped it up perfectly.
Perfect. Well, I got a piece, so have a good week.
And go to the ye old spaghetti factory.
I'm going to use my toe to flush the toilet. Actually, I can't because mine are like the annoying ones. That are
that's what I have too.
Which is so annoying with like nails.
I use my knuckle.
It's so hard.
All right.
Struggle.
Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, bye guys.